The Narsingh Purva Tapaniya, presented by Swayam Prakash Sharma, the second Upanishad. The second Upanishad is about the correspondence between Om and the Narsingh Royal Formula and about the attributes of the formula. It also gives an explanation of each of the 11 words that comprise the formula. The Upanishad. There was a time when the gods were afraid of death. They were afraid of sins, and they were afraid of the world with its bonds. In their fear, they took refuge in Prajapati Brahma. To help dispel their fears, Prajapati administered to the gods the royal Narsingh formula, composed in the Anushtubh meter. With the help of that formula, the gods conquered death. They overcame sins, and they surmounted the world and its bonds. Therefore, one who is afraid of death, who is afraid of sins, and who is afraid of the world with its bonds, he should grasp and understand the royal Narsingh formula composed in the Anushtubh meter. He too then, like the gods, conquers death. He overcomes sins, and he surmounts the world with its bonds. Now we come to the Pranav Om and how each of its letters corresponds to the different lines of the royal formula. Of this Pranav Om, the first letter is the A sound. It is the earth. It consists of verses. It consists of the Rig Veda. It is Brahma. It is the Vasus. It is Gayatri. It is the Gadpatya Agni, the householder's fire. And this is the first line of the royal formula. The second letter of Om is the U sound. It is the atmosphere. It consists of sacrificial formula. It consists of the Yajurved. It is Vishnu. It is the Rudras. It is the Trishtub. It is the Dakshin fire. And this is the second line of the royal formula. The third letter of Om is the M sound. It is the heaven. It consists of songs. It consists of the Sam Ved. It is Rudra. It is the Adityas. It is the Jagati. It is the Ahvaniya fire, the fire of invocation. And this is the third line of the royal formula. The fourth, which is at the end of the syllable Om, is the half letter. It is the Som word. It is the Om sound. It consists of the Atharvan songs. It consists of the Athar Ved. It is the fire of universal destruction. It is the Maruts. It is the Viraj. It is the highest wise. It is the resplendent. And it is the fourth line of the royal formula. The Narsingh Royal Formula has 4 lines, and each of the lines has 8 syllables. Thus, the Royal Formula has a total of 32 syllables. The Anushtubh is thus of 32 syllables. The whole world has been created by the Anushtubh, and the whole world is again reabsorbed in the Anushtubh. The Royal Narsingh Formula has 5 attributes, which are the heart, the head, the hair tuft, the armor, and the missile. The 4 lines of the formula correspond to the first 4 attributes, while the whole formula along with the Pranav Om corresponds to the 5th. The first line of the formula is directed to the heart, and it becomes Om Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Om Hridayaya Namah. The second line of the formula is directed to the head, and it becomes Om Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham Om Shirse Swaha. The third line of the formula is directed to the hair tuft, and it becomes Om Narsingham Bhishnam Bhadram Om Shikhai Vasat. The fourth line of the formula forms an armor and becomes Om Mrityum Namami Aham. Om Kavachaya Ham. And the whole mantra, along with Om, becomes a protective missile or weapon. And it is Om Ugram Veeram Mahavishnu Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Narsingham Bhishnam Bhadram Mrityum Namami Aham. Om Astray Fat. And since all these words are interwoven into one another, therefore the constituents of the lines and the formula are also interwoven into one another. Om, this syllable is the whole world. Therefore, the sound Om has a place before and after each syllable of the above five formula. Thus, we would have Om, U, Om, Om, Gram, Om, Om, V, Om, Om, Ram, Om, and so on. All the syllables are placed in such a manner. That is how the knowers of Brahm teach this. In this royal formula, one should know that Ugram stands at the first place, and he who knows it, he attains immortality. Veeram stands at the second, Mahavishnu at the third, Jwalantam at the fourth, Sarvato Mukham at the fifth, Narsingham at the sixth, Bhishnam at the seventh, Bhadram at the eighth, Mrityum at the ninth, Namami at the 10th, and Aham at the 11th. One who knows this, he attains immortality. The Anushtup has 11 words, and it is by the Anushtup that the whole world has been created, and it is by the Anushtup that everything is reabsorbed again. Therefore, one should understand this whole world as being of the nature of the Anushtup. And one who knows this, he attains immortality. Now each of the 11 words of the royal formula is explained. The god said to Prajapati, "Revered sir, please explain to us the meaning of the 11 words of the royal formula. Why do we say Ugram? Why do we say Veeram? Why do we say Mahavishnu? Why do we say Jwalantam? Why do we say Sarvatomukham? Why do we say Narsingham? Why do we say Bhishanam? Why do we say Bhadram? Why do we say Mrityum? Why do we say Namami? And why do we say Aham? Please explain this to us." Prajapati replied, "I will tell you one by one. We say Ugram because by his majesty he raises, he lifts up all the worlds, he lifts up all the gods, he lifts up all the selves, and he lifts up all the beings. He is constantly creating, he is always expanding, he is causing to live, and while he is caused to be elevated, he is elevated." There is this verse of the Rig Veda on this. Praise the celebrated car-born warrior who attacks terribly like a fierce lion. O highly praised lion, be gracious to the singer. Let not your troops destroy us. Let them destroy the enemy. Therefore, he is called Ugram. We say Veeram because by his majesty he puts to rest all the worlds. He puts to rest all the gods. He puts to rest all the selves. He puts to rest all the beings. He stands away from them. He creates constantly. He expands all the time, and he causes to live. There is the following verse of the Rig Veda on this, through which an energetic, virtuous hero is born, who is the friend and protector of the gods. Therefore, he is called Veeram. We say Mahavishnu because it is he who permeates all the worlds and causes them to permeate him, like oil permeates sesame seeds. The world is permeated lengthwise and crosswise by him, and he in turn is permeated by the world. On this we have the following verse of the Yajurveda. He than whom no higher one exists. He who has entered into all beings. Yes, beyond whom nothing else exists. Prajapati, endowed with offspring, pervades the world lights of 16 parts. Therefore, we say Mahavishnu. We say Jwalantam because by his majesty he inflames all the worlds, he inflames all the gods, he inflames all the selves, and he inflames all the beings. He causes to inflame. He is inflamed. He causes himself to inflame. He is the mover. He is the stimulator. He is the bright. He is the shining. He is the illuminator. He is the flaming. He is the inflamer. He is the burning. He is the kindling. He is the scorching. He is the glittering. He is the sparkling. He is the pretty. He is the embellishing. And he is the beautiful. Therefore, he is called Jwalantam. He is called Sarvatomukham because even without sense organs, he sees everywhere. He hears everywhere. He goes everywhere. He takes everywhere. And going everywhere, he stays everywhere. The one who formerly became the world, from whom was born the protector of the universe, in whom the world merges in its final destruction, who is active everywhere, him I adore, him I worship. Therefore, he is called Sarvato Mukham. He is called Narsingham because of all the creatures, man is the bravest and the loftiest, and of all the animals, the lion is the bravest and the loftiest. Therefore, the highest god became the man lion, the Narsingh. The imperishable one takes the form of the man lion, Narsingh, to further the well being of the world. On this, we have the following verse of the Rig Veda. Vishnu is glorified for this great deed, like a roaming wild animal that dwells in the mountains. He, under whose 3 mighty steps all creatures of the world have a secure home. Therefore, we say Narsingham. We say Bhishanam, or terrible, because at the sight of him, all the worlds, all the gods, all the beings tremble and run away from him in fear. He himself, though, is not afraid of anything whatsoever. Out of fear of him, the wind purifies. Out of fear of him, the sun rises. Out of fear of him, Agni burns. And Indra and Death, the fifth, go about doing their duty. Therefore, he is called Bhishanam. He is called Bhadram because, being himself auspicious, he always grants good luck. He is glittering, he is sparkling, he is pretty, he is embellishing, and he is beautiful. O gods, with our ears may we hear only what is auspicious. O holies, with our eyes may we see only what is auspicious. With firm limbs and able body, always praising the Lord, may we reach the span of life ordained by God. Therefore, he is called Bhadram. He is called Mrityum, or the death of death, because the moment he is thought of, he slays death, and the sudden or accidental death. He who gives breath, he who gives strength, he whose command everybody, even the gods, hear and obey, he whose reflection is the immortal, he who is the death of death. This is the God we may worship through sacrifice. Therefore, he is called Mrityum, or death of death. We say Namami because it is to him that all the gods and all the seekers of liberation and all the students of Brahm bow down in reverence. Now, Brahmanaspati is speaking out a formula full of praise in which Indra, Varuna, Mitra, Aryaman, and all the gods rejoice. Therefore, we say Namami. And finally, we say Aham, because I am the firstborn of the cosmic order. I was born before the gods. I was born at the fountain of the eternal. So whosoever serves me, he pleases me by such service. For I am the food, and I am also the eater of the eater of food. I am above this whole world. Therefore, we say Aham. He who knows this, he shines like gold. Thus reads the great Upanishad. This concludes the second Upanishad of the Narsingh Purva Tapaniya. Om Shanti 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 Om.